Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Rogue Meta here, and today I bring you a deck profile of one of my oldest decks, EyesBlackDragon. Now before we get started, I just wanted to keep something in mind. This version of the deck that I built is built around the fact that Red Eyes Metal Claw will eventually come out. I will be changing this one once that card comes out, God knows when that will be in, but until then this one works pretty fine without it. It's just meant to work better with it. And without further ado, how about we just get started? Okay, to get started, we run one Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is perfect in the Red Eyes deck. For once, it's a Red Eyes card, so it's searchable. Second, it's able to special summon itself for free at the cost of banishing a dragon monster. Second and third, of course, it's able to special summon a dragon from either your hand or your graveyard. And for my next card, I run one Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. Now, Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon, I think, is a great boss monster for this deck. It allows you to reveal it from your hand, set a Max Metamorph Trap card from your deck, and shuffle this one back into the deck. Once this one is special summoned, not only is it a walking Omni Negate, but it allows you to then burn your opponent based on one monster they control, and that can be any monster, so you can burn a lot of life points with this card. And for the next card, I run one Metal X. Metal X is here because not only does it share the same type of effect that Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon has, which is reveal from your hand this card and then set one Metamorph Max trap card from your deck and then shuffle this one back, so it's not a deck card in your hand. But twice per turn, when your opponent activates an effect, this card is allowed to target one monster your opponent controls and pop it. So let's say that they try to negate it. The first pop, you can then chain to that and then target and pop again. So this is really great to get around the gates as well. And I do run a Bestial package, so that being said, I play one Bestial Lobelion. You can bump this up to two, it depends on what you prefer. But I play one of each Bestial, and I think one Lobelion is perfect. This is a Red Eyes deck, so of course I played three Red Eyes Black Dragons. And of course I played the one Dark Magician. And these are here mainly so you can go into your Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon or to Dark Dragoon. That's mainly why I have this package. It is at its best in a Red Eyes or a Dark Magician deck since you're running the original material, allowing you to pop twice per turn with Dark Dragoon. And also getting the burn effect. I also run one Red Eyes Black Flare Metal Dragon. This is just here to be able to get into a Flare Metal Dragon a bit faster. Since I do play the Metamorph engine, I play two of the Zoa the Fiendish Beast. Zoa the Fiendish Beast is a free summon, and it's level 7, so it's a great way to get into Flare Metal Dragon much faster. Plus, it allows you to, once it's on the field, set from your graveyard one Metamorph card. So that's always great. I also played three Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon is here at 3 because it's a free special summon. It turns into a level 7 when you actually special summon it. And it's just a great way to search for Red Eyes Fusion as well once it's on the graveyard. I also play one Metal Flame Swordsman. Metal Flame Swordsman is good at 1 because it's also not a dead card if you draw it. So this effect is a bit different from the other two Metal X and Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon in the sense that instead of it setting it directly from the deck, you add it to your hand. So, you know, this can get ashed. It's still a great searcher. Plus, it has the same effect that Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon has as in every time your opponent does anything, even breathe, not only do you get a 500 burn to them, but this one gains 300 attack every single time as well. So it's a great choice in my opinion. And like I said, I do run the Bestial engine, so I run one Magnemute, one Bestial Drillsworm, one Soronier, and one Baldrake. Now, if I were to change up this lineup, I will take off the Baldric and add one more Lobelian just so I can search a little bit faster. But I kind of like each of them at one. I think it's perfect that way, and I wouldn't change it at this time. I also run 3 Black Metal Dragons. Now, Black Metal Dragons is here at 3 because its search effect is not once per turn. It's actually a soft once per turn. So you can keep searching with this one if you're able to reoccur it back into the field and send it back into the graveyard. And it goes crazy if you're able to pull it off. I love this card. Well, that's it for the monsters. Now we go to the spells, and we start off with 3 Allure of Darkness. Now, Allure of Darkness is here at 3 because I do have a way of being able to recur any kind of monster that I have to banish as cost for this, but it also allows me to draw into my deck much faster, so that's why I run it at 3. Going back to the Metamorph engine, I do run 2 Incoming Machines. This card is amazing. First off, it's not a hard once per turn. If you have both of them in your opening hand, then you have 2 different Metamorph cards that you can play along with. And also, when this one's in the graveyard, you can banish it and then switch one monster your opponent controls from defense to attack, allowing you to a lot of the times go for game. I love this card a lot. It searches your entire Metamorph engine. Since this is a Red Eyes deck, I do run 2 Super Poly. Super Poly is great at 2. I do have a few Super Poly targets in my extra deck, and I will show you what those are once we get to it. I don't know about you, but I really hate getting Ash. This deck can be susceptible to Ash in a really bad way. So I do run the one Called by the Grave. And I also run the one for 1. And the way I gain back anything that I banish is through Branded Regain. This is the perfect way to recur anything that you have to banish in order to either search or draw into, and then allow you to give an extra draw. And it's perfect when you banish like an extra deck monster. This activates, you shuffle the extra deck monster back into the extra deck, and you gain a free draw from that. Plus, if your opponent were to special summon, then this allows you to special summon a Bestial from your graveyard. It is a great card. I love this card. Now, this next part might be a bit controversial since this is a Red Eyes deck, but yeah, I only run 1 Red Eyes Fusion. That's right, only the 1. And the reason why is because of Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. This allows me to recycle Red Eyes Fusion from the graveyard as long as I have Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon in the graveyard to be able to banish. It adds it back to my hand from the graveyard or from the deck, so it's searchable. It's really easy to get to. I only need the 1. If I use this, it's because I'm going for game. Alright, that's enough with the spells. Now we go to the traps, and starting out the traps, I run 3 Imperm. This deck is great if you go first, and when it comes to facing off an established board, it can struggle. So what I prefer to do is slow my opponent down as much as possible. I thought, why not Ash? Well, Ash can get called by. Then I thought, well, why not something like Effect Veiler? It's like, I don't really have a use for an Effect Veiler aside from negation like that. I prefer this because I can also negate anything in its column if I were to set it. Plus, it acts like a hand trap. I just think this is a much superior choice. And for the Metamorph cards, I run 2 of the Max Metamorph and also 1 of the Flaming Coating Metamorph. Flaming Coating Metamorph is here just so I can bring out the Flame Metal Swordsman, or I can bring out all the other ones just like these 2. It's just that this one can be a bit specific. I do use it though because I do love burning my opponent for at least 15 to 2k once I have 3 Flare Metal Dragons plus the Flame Metal Swordsman. It is amazing to see it happen. I love it. And for the last card, I run 1 Branded Beast. Branded Beast is here so you can pop during your opponent's turn, or to recur Branded Regain from the graveyard. And that's it for the main deck, so we move on to the extra deck, and we'll start off with 3 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Now, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragons here are 3 because it's actually pretty easy to go to at least 2 per turn, and the third one is just overkill. And once you get Flame Metal Swordsman, it's just overkill in my opinion. It's a lot of fun to see it go off. I also play 1 Rebellion Dragon and 1 Rebellion Dragon Overlord. This is just so I can OTK. And I do run a lot of Bestials. They are level 6, so I figured King Atum would be a great tag choice in the extra deck, and it's actually put in a lot of work. It's a great way to go into dragons that are just avoiding you whenever you're drawing them, or just finding a way to get to them. This is a great addition, and I don't regret adding it. I also run 1 Red Dark Dragoon. We have the original materials to make it, so it's even extra stronger than you would normally face. The fact that I'm able to pop twice and burn your opponent for the exact attack that monster that was popped is, it usually goes for game there. If not, you can just attack plus the negation, and added the fact that it's able to gain 1,000 every single time that negates. It's just a great card. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now for the super poly targets, I play 1 Starving Venom and a Dracostopelia and a Garura. These are all given. The reason I actually played this Dracostopelia is because I do often go into my fusion, so being able to super poly just in case I need to get out of a jam is great. And since it has a negate, I tend not to lose out whenever I have to do that. It's just a game. And I also run 1 Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Meteor Black Dragon is here because I'm able to dump Sorneer in from the graveyard as material, allowing Sorneer to activate and giving me access to the Bestial engine a lot faster. This is a great choice. I usually go for game for this one if I just want to go for style, and it's great to win this way. I also play 1 Striker Dragon. It's a great monster to summon off of Black Metal Dragon, allowing you to search, and usually when you do that, you're able to search twice with Black Metal Dragon. So yes, I do love this combo a lot. I play 2 Hieratic Seals of the Heavenly Spheres. Now I bumped this up to 2 because more often than not, I'm able to summon another one in my next turn if I have to grind out. And sometimes I feel that I wish I had one more so I can just bounce something that my opponent put on that I just can't get over in a... I play 2 Hieratic Spheres. Now, 2 spheres is what I chose because sometimes when it comes to grinding out, I wish I had this non-target bounce as a way to get over boss monsters that I normally wouldn't be able to get over. Plus, it allows you to special summon from your deck a dragon once this one is tributed, and it's just a great way to search and remove from your opponent's side of the field. And last but not least, I also play 1 SP Little Knight. Now, we all know what SP Little Knight does. It's a great link 2, plus the fact that it's able to banish once it's summoned, or banish 1 monster on your side of the field and 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. If your opponent were to breathe, it's great disruption in my opinion. And that was the deck profile. I really enjoyed making this deck, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have any ideas on how you would improve this deck, feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I will see you next time.